Hey everyone, AmberFrmThVault here. Welcome to a brand new Animal Crossing New Horizons video. We are going to go ahead and tour Hope Cove, which of course is my home island. You can see there we've got my flag. We're going to go ahead and tour it now at approximately 9 p.m. on December 24th. You're seeing this on Christmas Day, December 25th, because I wanted to show you my lovely holiday island. Now, personally, I celebrate the religion of Nookism. That means I celebrate Toy Day. So this has been the major day for me. I'm very excited for tomorrow for the rest of my family to celebrate Christmas, but for me, this was the big one. I'm so excited because I got to meet Jingle for the first time. I am in love with Animal Crossing, but you all know that already. So we're going to go ahead and check out my brand new island here. I had so much fun putting this island together. It was ridiculous, if I'm perfectly honest. I spent so much time putting this together, and I wanted to show it to you guys before the holiday was over, so that's why it is coming out today. So before I get too far into this, I just want to let you know that yes, a lot of this is going to be more Christmas kind of, I guess, leaning, because I grew up celebrating Christmas, even though I don't believe in the religion of Christianity now, but I do love all things Christmas. So I wanted to make this a super Christmas island. That means that you will see some things that might look a little weird. So I'm going to explain them as we go around. So let's go ahead and leave. First of all, let's just appreciate this fantastic outfit. We are here in the dark. I normally don't do island tours in the dark, but I did want to do this one in the dark because there are so many items this time that light up. So I wanted to be able to show those things. But here is my lovely little Mrs. Claus outfit. I absolutely love this little, I'm going to call it a Jingle dress because I think it's adorable. I love the little pom-pom boots. Those actually go with the pom-pom jacket, but I don't care. I love them. And then I have the frilly knee socks, which you can barely see there, but I like the little white embellishment, so I wanted to put those on there. I absolutely love it! It's just so wonderful. Okay. So we're going to go ahead and actually tour the island now. So of course we're leaving the airport here, and we're going to go ahead and come up. You might notice that my paths are completely different. I have changed my paths. Finally, I have embraced the 12-piece path. It took me a long time, but I have finally embraced it, and this one is absolutely beautiful. I love this path. It has this Christmassy, wintry feel, but it's also still got such a wonderful brick feeling. And then of course we still have everything that I had here before, so I didn't move too much out of the way, but I did put holly here instead of the bushes that I had before. I think I had hibiscus here. Also, you might notice that all of the flowers as you come in, we're going to walk around Jingle there, all the flowers as you come in on this side are red and white. On other parts of the island you will see other color flowers, but I did want to stick to red and white flowers in the main throwaways, and then I'll show you, this is where it's going to get a little weird later, I'll show you where all the other flowers that used to be here are. So this is just, for me, it's one of my favorite views in the whole game. Just coming to check out the plaza, being able to take a look and just see how cute the little Christmas aesthetic is. I love Christmas. Everything about Christmas is adorable, and I think that Christmas is one of the most fun things ever. And I just love the way that you can have Jingle comes in and out of shots, and I don't know, I think everything about this is just amazing. I mean, look at that. Jingle's coming to join my shot. I'm so excited. So I did do all of the holiday Toy Day stuff earlier today. I'm not going to be doing that on here. This is just to check out the island. But I did do all the toy stuff earlier, and I took so many pictures of me with that bag. It was so cute of my little character. So this is the South Pole. You get this from Gulliver. I absolutely think this looks adorable here. It reminds me of the North Pole from the movie The Santa Claus, which if you haven't seen that since you were a kid, don't go back and watch it now. It will ruin it for you. There are so many things in that movie that I did not realize were inappropriate until I grew up. And of course you guys know what resident services look like if you play the game. It looks the same for everybody. So we're going to go over to the right to begin with, because the left is the rest of my shops, and I want to end at those. So we're going to start here, and of course we have the trees. that Isabel has gone and done. They look fantastic when they're interspersed between all of the different flowers and such. But first, we're going to go down here and we are going to visit the diner. You guys saw my diner in my other video. If you haven't seen that one, you can go ahead and check that again. Go back to it. But I did change things up. So I'm in the process right now of building bigger and better separate buildings. So I do have an extra 3 characters on my island. I have an arcade, I have a diner, I have 4 characters. I have a gym and I have a library. So I did do a little bit of changes here. I ended up making about, I think it was like 12 million bells on the stock market. Thank you so much, Isolated Scott over on Twitter, for letting me come and sell on your island when they were 600 bells. I made so much money off the stock market that I decided to go ahead and make my secondary characters buildings more intense, put more stuff in them, build them up more, and try to really give it a feel. So the diner now has a devoted actual dining room. It's not just the kitchen and the dining room like it used to be. One of the things you'll notice as we go through here is not all of them are finished. This room eventually will become a rest room. The problem is nothing in Animal Crossing exists right now that I'm happy enough with to make stalls. I'm going to use simple panels, but I haven't been happy with any of the way that's turned out. So we're going to wait on that one. But we do want to go back here, and this is going to be our kitchen. Now, the kitchen, I haven't had a chance to find really good flooring or anything for it yet, because like I said, these are a work in progress. My goal wasn't to show you these today. This isn't why I'm making the update video. I just wanted to show you the Christmas stuff, but I figured since we're here, we might as well go ahead and look at the new areas. So the kitchen will be back here for now on. So I'm actually separating them out, which I think is a way better idea now that I have more room in my secondary houses. So we'll go ahead and leave here. And as we leave here, I will remind you that this is just one of 4 additional houses. I said 3 earlier, but I meant 4. 4 additional houses. And then we will go up to and check. Let's see. Go over here. You can see where some of the flowers are that used to be planted around. I went ahead and stuck some up there, but you'll see that even these are red and white. I tried my best to keep everything kind of cute, and I now have a red and white lighthouse. Tried to be Christmassy, guys. I love Christmas! And I love that this tree turned out being lit up. I put a little present there, the illuminated present, because I just think they're so cute. All right, so we're going to come over here. Now, one thing you're going to notice is I removed one of my lakes. One of the problems that players like me, and I don't know, maybe you had this too if you are in your Animal Crossing game, is I couldn't get snowballs to appear anywhere. So I had to remove one of my heart lakes in order to get my snowballs to appear, which is fine. I don't mind making snow boys there. It's an easy enough thing to put in another heart lake. And honestly, if you kind of look at it from above, it's kind of cute to have these little heart lakes together. I don't know. I think it works out for me. I'm happy about it. I'm not too disappointed that I had to get rid of my 3rd lake, but it was kind of fun that I had 3 lakes for a while. So again, all red and white flowers, trying my best to kind of keep a theme. I think the red lilies look a little bit like a poinsettia. I really love it. Or excuse me, a poinsettia. I was yelled at because I call them poinsettias. That's how it's spelled. Say it like it's spelled, guys. There's nothing on the beaches because I don't use beaches in the winter. I don't know anyone who does, so that would be weird. So I didn't really stylize the beaches at all. Alright, so we're going to go up here, and as we come up here, you're going to notice we have a new villager's house. Eloise is gone. I don't know if she was in the last video or not, but Eloise is gone. I now have Pierce on my island. I'm so disappointed that I have to have these male villagers, but I have to. I don't have a choice. So we allowed some male villagers on. I didn't make many changes down here to Fauna and Maple's little part of the island, because to me, I always thought of this as like Fauna and Maple's little garden getaway, so I didn't want to change anything down here because to me it's just so cute to begin with, and it kind of feels like it matches their personalities. I did though add, I want to point out these. I did add this. I added some snow angels, and you're going to see a lot more of these coming up in just a little bit. Gosh, I love this holiday music. Okay, So now we're going to go ahead and go into the arcade. You might notice that my arcade has changed a little bit as well. I did add some extra rooms to it. So we have at least 2 extra rooms here now in the arcade. So here is the arcade proper. And it's funny to me, I will never stop thinking about Outside Xbox and Outside Extras Christmas challenges while I'm doing this, because that's what I was watching while I was making this arcade. So that's all it makes me think of now. But I love the feeling of being able to come in here, go to the arcade. It reminds me of like something I would have gone to as a kid. I feel like I'm going to get a bunch of tickets and be able to like turn them in for awesome prizes. I love these chairs so much. These look so cool to me. I just love everything about this. I have the snack machines in the back because of course you're going to get hungry or thirsty while you are playing the games. And then we go in and we're going to go back into the office area now. This isn't going to technically be somewhere you would have like visitors come, so this would be the arcade's office. Now I wanted to make this one a little bit different. You'll notice the lights are on and this is the only room that they're on. I wanted to make it a little bit different, a little bit more calm, and I think that this actually turned out pretty cute for just like a little office. Pretty simple. I got to use that nook wall finally. I used to have that in my basement of my house, but that has definitely changed, and we will see my house. I've made a couple changes to it, not a ton, but I have made a few for the holidays. So we're going to go ahead and go in here now. This is now our second room, and this is going to be the casino room. So Break Tapper looks like a casino game to me, so I went ahead and turned this into the casino room. It's not done. I want another Break Tapper. I have it on order. I love those little chairs. They look like you would sit there and you would play all day long. Break Tapper looks like a casino game to me. I absolutely love the wheel, but it also feels like a casino thing to me. The darts doesn't necessarily, but I needed somewhere to put it, so it ended up in the casino room. But I need to decorate the walls in here, so I need some more fake art. This arcade only features fake art. I have real art at home, but I refuse to put real art in it. It's supposed to be like a fake art museum kind of Hall of Fame. And yes, I say museum wrong. I know I do. All right, so now you're going to see where all the flowers that I removed to make my red and my red and white flowers, they're all over here. I have this whole area here that there's nothing in. And you know, I'm going to be honest, I don't mind that I have a whole area that I can just stick flowers. This is kind of my holding area. And I know that a lot of people would say like, you can play at yellow flowers or you can play at red ones. A lot of these actually are ones that come out of the yellow hyacinths, but I want to keep them because they're already perfect. And I want to keep my 5-star rating. I know I have plenty on my island to keep my 5-star rating without it, but I figure they're already there. I'm going to be changing over for Easter in a few months, so I'm just going to keep them over there. Plus, no one ever visits that side of the island anyway. All right, so let's go up. You'll see I've got a row of holly. I absolutely love that holly. Look, all of the red and white. And we're getting close to my home, so you will see my pink flowers, which are very special to me. But first, we're going to come up over here, and this is where we're going to get the campsite. The campsite is a little different. I wanted it to be set away, so it is a little bit kind of set off to the side. We do have our portable toilet here in case you have to go to the bathroom. And I have added the kids' tents. So I wanted the kids' tents to be here because I thought it kind of added a little bit of a feeling of camping, like, oh, there's other people camping, or there's other villagers that might be visiting. And I know that the kids' tents don't totally look like tents. That's only because right now I have these 2 colors. I have the bright blue and the bright pink, but I do have a brown one and a white one coming. I was able to get a hold of those. So I'm going to be replacing these with brown and white eventually. But unfortunately, I have to wait for them since they are coming from someone else. I did go ahead though, and while I was up here, I went ahead and put the frying pan, and I went ahead and kind of put some of the firewood over here, and the water can that looks more like a gas can to me. Added that stuff to just kind of give it a little bit of feeling, a little bit of a different look. I did take out my table though. You may notice that there's no longer the big wooden table, the log table. Didn't think it was necessary, and honestly I like it kind of without it. It feels a little bit more open, but also at the same time it still feels like a campsite. So here we have our tree farm. This is something that I was really excited to do. I really, really love the way the pine trees are lit up. It's one of my favorite things in the world. So I wanted to put up more cedar trees. And in order for me to do that, I had to go ahead and put cedar trees here. If you remember, this used to be my pumpkin patch. I wanted to take the pumpkin patch out because it's no longer fall. We wouldn't be growing pumpkins right now, even though I still am, and you'll see that later on. And I wanted to put just a fun little tree farm here. There is an axe right here that you can't see, which unfortunately didn't work out the way I wanted it to, but I do have a stump, so it looks like I've already cut one down. And I have a mini little festive tree there. Now we're near my house, so we do have my pink flowers. I try to keep my pink flower row all pink. I want to keep it that way. I didn't want to tear them all up because I already had to tear up all my pink and purple flowers here at my house. But I do have my frozen sculpture. Roar! My bear! I love it so much. I did not change Sharky's house, if anyone's wondering. That's just my storage house. My poor imaginary husband, he has to deal with the fact that I just store things in his home. But we're going to go visit my house now, and I'm so excited about it because I put so much work into making it the perfect Christmas house. So I'm going to go ahead and stand right here, and then we're just going to take it all in. I mean, look at this Christmas house. I love it. I love the snow falling on the windows. I love all the stockings. I love the ornament mobiles. I love the snow globes. I love everything about this. I want to keep this all year round. I'm not going to lie. I know I have to change it for other seasons, but this is the perfect house for me. And you will notice there's a weird happy birthday in the background there. My birthday is the day after Christmas. So for me, Christmas and birthday are kind of always tied together. But I absolutely love this. I think it's so cute. And all the new puppies. I love the new puppies. And I've got 2 of them in here just so we can go ahead and check out our puppies. It does mean though that I had to give up my favorite turtle. He is currently in hibernation because it is winter. So don't worry, my turtle will be back. I'm going to go ahead and decide. I don't think I ever named my turtle properly. I kind of gave him a name and then forgot what it was. So his name is Larry. It's going to be Larry. We're leaving it as Larry. So Larry the turtle will be back eventually. He's just currently in hibernation. So it'll be okay. I have nutcrackers in here. I hate nutcrackers. I find nutcrackers to be some of the most terrifying things in the entire world, but I put them in here because other people find them Christmassy. Ugh, but you might notice they're facing away from me, so I don't have to look at them when I come in. Next thing we're going to look at real quick is I just want to show the updates I did to the kitchen. I didn't change a whole lot. In fact, I left most of the things the same way, but I did switch out the food because I did get some access to some of the really awesome food items. So I went ahead and put some a little bit more Christmassy, a little bit more holiday foods, or things that just look a little bit more fun, things that I would want to eat. So I went ahead and put some of the other food items in here. Last place we're going to go is into my basement. This will be a really fast one. We don't have to spend too much time in there, but we are going to go right into my basement real quick to check out the snowflake wallpaper, which if you don't have the snowflake wallpaper, what are you doing with your life? This is adorable. I love this wallpaper so much. I honestly want this in every room of the house except for my main room, but I decided I had to use it in only one place because it would be weird if I had it in every room. But I love it. It looks perfect down here. I want to leave it here. If you remember, I used to have butterflies in here. I love the snowflakes. I want to keep it. It's going to stay there all winter. Absolutely. And then we'll change it out in the spring with whatever we come up with then. All right, so we're going to leave the house. We've been at the house too long, blah, blah, blah. Who cares? Let's go. Let's go ahead and see some other things. All right, so out of the house, we're going to go ahead and take that left. We see immediately we have our multicolored snowflakes. I love them so much. And all of our 3-piece snowmen. I love them so much. I love these frozen chairs. Just everything about, the way that the Christmas update looks is so cute. I hope that the fact that I'm recording this at night in-game isn't too annoying for you guys. I apologize, but I really wanted to show everything kind of lit up. We come down here. I didn't do too much here except for add a present. I didn't have a lot of room to work with down here. This is a rough area to try to put anything in just because I have it so jam-packed with music stuff. I do have a random reindeer. I took out the pool that used to be by Audie's house, and now it is an illuminated tree. We won't bother going ahead and looking up there at the swimming area, or the swimming area, excuse me, the fishing area, the fishing pier, because I haven't changed anything there, and honestly, that's where I'm storing a lot of flowers as well. So, gonna ignore that part, but I do love these little sleighs. The only thing I don't like about the sleigh is that you can't place anything on them because they're technically a chair. They're really cute to sit on, but I wish that you could sit the other way. You can't do anything but sit forward on them, like facing the outside, which doesn't make sense because it's not how you sit on a sled, but it's okay. It's still cute. So more of the snow angels. I tried to put the snow angels in areas that were a little bit more open. One thing you're going to notice is that the snow angel, it's a 4-piece pattern. Absolutely amazing. It is such a cool pattern, but it only goes one way unless you want to download another 8-piece pattern. So you do have to make sure, or another 4-piece, excuse me, to have a total of 8. It does only go one way, so you're going to kind of notice that it repeats. So I tried to put them in separate areas. If you're wondering why I have jail bars to the side there, I have been farming balloons, which is one way to get all of the DIY recipes really simple. If you don't know about that, what you do is you line one side of your beach with jail bars, and then because the balloon can't go over it, it follows the line down, and then you stand at the end, and then you just pop balloons as they come down. Usually a balloon is released on the 4 minutes and the 9 minutes of the hour. Typically, you're going to get like 12 chances an hour for those balloons to come through. They don't always come through, but a lot of times they do. And that's a really good place. So for me, in the morning, all of my balloons come from the east side, and in the afternoon, they always come from the west side, has been my experience thus far. So that's what I do. In the morning, I go and I wait, and then I just let them come down. I know that sounds crazy, but there's a reason that my Nintendo account showed me that I literally had like 700 and something hours into the game. No, it was insane. Sorry, my dog decided he wants to join. I do want to show you my little frozen chair here, and I do have one of those holiday lights. They're so cute. I mean, just look at this. Look at this. I want this to be like my life. I find it so peaceful. Okay, we're almost done. I promise. I know this is a long video. Okay. Oh, I just walked into something and I smacked my hand. Oh my goodness, I am falling apart today. So lots of holiday candles here because I feel like this is kind of like, I don't know, it's kind of a dimly lit area. So I feel like it's a little bit more outside, a little bit more naturey. So I added the ice bar here. I think the ice bar is so cool. So I put the ice bar here because I thought it would be a really cool addition to this area, and then some snow angels. This is where I do have my lovely pumpkin patch, only because I didn't want to totally lose all my pumpkins. And then I do have a couple of my reindeer. Ooh, and I can hear a balloon. We're going to ignore it though, because we're busy people. And then I do have like the sleigh and the reindeer set up here. Now this does impede me from moving around my island. If you might notice, I can't move around this area, but that's okay. There's other ways to get through here. So we're going to ignore that part anyway. There's nothing to see anyway. So everything here has just been like vaguely updated, just put some new stuff down. Like I said, didn't do a ton on these parts just because I'm not spending a bunch of time there and neither are you guys. All right, let's go into the library because there have been some changes here. So as we go into the library, first things first, I try not to change the main rooms too much because a library is a library, but I did add another floor. And what I like about this like top floor is I saw this as a meeting space. So I went ahead and I added the telephone, I added a painting. It's not completely done yet, but I have the couches and I have the chalkboard. This reminds me of like a place that I would go and I would meet people when I was in college. So I'm thinking of like going to the top floor of the library, or when I go and I meet like groups that I'm part of, like civil engagement or community groups. These are the kind of things that I would go to as those kind of rooms. So that's what I added in the library. which I really like. I gotta be honest. I was really into it. All right. It's taken a lot of money, obviously, to update this many houses at once. So that's why I'm not quite there with all of them quite yet. So right there, we are back at the plaza. But before we go to the plaza, I almost got lost in my own place. Let's go ahead and just come up here. Again, red and white flowers. And I just changed very little up here. What I did is I changed this stall's pattern, and that was about it. I wanted to go ahead and kind of keep it the way it looked because it already was kind of wintry or Christmassy. Now, even though we're back here doesn't mean we're done. Actually, we're going to go past this little snow angel here, and we're going to go visit the gym because the gym is the one place that has changed the most. All right, so as we come into the gym, if you don't remember the old gym or if you haven't seen the video, it used to be red. Now that gym is white, and it's got this wonderful tile floor that to me looks like a rag carpet. And I love that idea. It feels like a gym that has like beat up used carpet. I love that feeling. But I didn't change much out there, but I did add 2 rooms. So the first one is going to be like the changing room. This also has a cot, maybe if you need like first aid or something like that. And it has some food and drink just in case you're hungry or thirsty while you're here. It has those benches, the changing rooms, and there is an outfit in here just to make it look like, oh, someone's using the changing room. This will eventually, hopefully, have some towels in it. I want, because I do have the automatic washer in there, I want to make it look like there's gym towels. All right, so now we're going to head into the back here, and this is going to be my pool. This area is not done yet either, but it is kind of one of the areas that's in transition. This is going to be the pool room. Now, the pool that they give you in Animal Crossing New Horizons obviously isn't very big, but I wanted to add a pool room because I thought it would be kind of cool. So this is going to be the pool eventually. It's just got some really basic stuff in here right now, but I'm really excited about changing this as we go forward. All right, I'm hoping to add a hot tub in there, maybe a few more decorations. I think it would be cool to have like some of the tropical lights. I have some tropical lights that I want to put in there, and I'm pretty excited about that, but I haven't made them yet. It's like the palm tree lights or whatever. I have to make them. So there we go. That is the whole island, everybody. I had so much fun doing this. You know, in fact, I'll be honest, I didn't do quite as many decorations as I wanted to. Believe it or not, this is probably the minimum amount of decorations I would have put up with to call this a Christmas renovation. But I wanted to do something that would be kind of fun and something that would feel real Christmassy just for the holiday season, because I think it's so much fun to play the game, and I absolutely love all of the changes that you get seasonally. So that's it for me, everybody. If you like this video, please remember to like, comment, and subscribe. If you want to check out more of my videos, there are some on the side of the screen there. If you'd like to go ahead and subscribe to the channel, maybe, go ahead and click on that picture of my big dumb face. If you click that, you can also click on the bell icon to be notified every time I post a brand new video. And there is also a list of people on your screen there. The list of people on your screen there are my patrons. Those are the people who support the channel. If you could go ahead and drop them a like over on Twitter, those are their Twitter handles, or maybe just say hi. Give them a follow. Those are the real people who keep this channel running. I would not be able to do it without them. So thank you so much to those people. If you would like to become one of those people, there is a box in the corner there where you can go ahead and learn about the Patreon. Thank you so much, guys. I'm going to go ahead and get out of here, and happy holidays, everybody. Bye! I'm so excited.